So the Forsaken Mourning of Angelic Anguish, what comes to mind for that is the recording session for that. We did that at Mars Recording Compound outside of Cleveland, Ohio, and we had Brian Skula helping us out, kind of engineering, kind of help guide a little bit with the production because, we needed somebody to help us like organize the production part of it. Anyway, it started off good, but it got crazy in the studio before you know it. It was the time when a bunch of people, say Kyle, Brian, a few other people were dabbling in drugs a lot, and basically it was like recording and doing drugs and recording and doing drugs until, and we were lucky to kind of get anything out of there. And I didn't do drugs, so it was like I was just more like mixture between frustrated because I wasn't happy that people were doing drugs in the studio like so much, but at the same time I was happy that we were getting things done and things went pretty well with it. But it was a crazy time in the studio, and this was the first time we worked with Bill Korecki in the studio as recording. Before that, he just mixed the Mortal Throne Nazarene album. So this is the first time we worked with him from start to finish, and it was like we learned a lot. There was a lot of discipline to it, but it was kind of like at the, I was just surprised on like that drugs were just like flowing like it was nothing or whatever. It was a little weird for me because when I was jamming with, recording Mortal Throne and recording Golgotha, we didn't do any drugs at all on those recordings and stuff, but it seemed like out there it was just kind of like part of the party thing to do. And it was good. I mean, we ended up, I think it came out good. And because of this recording that we did for Repulse Records, we ended up getting signed back to Relapse, where we actually didn't want to be at the time, but it ended up being a good thing because they put out our Diabolical Conquest album and it did well.